So you guys, behind me, that was two black guys and a Caucasian man talking at Washington Park. Not in the house, afraid, not in the house, scared to death, clenching their Bibles. They're still out, they're still living life. If you are afraid, I would encourage you to empower yourself, empower your other family members, and get the fuck out the fucking house. You mean to tell me, as a culture of people, of African American, indigenous, ontogynous people, you literally in the house afraid of some imaginary ass, punk ass Klan members jumping you or beating you like back in the day? Are you really serious to think that that could happen today in 2017 and they not get their asses? What's going on, you guys? Alter Realm here. I just want to make my own personal small PSA. Okay, it is very contradictory for me to sit back and hear everybody at these protests and everybody that's going to all these different places where the KKK and Klansmen are going to be, and they're running their mouths and shouting their profanities and doing all this other extra shit, but yet you're telling everybody else to stay in the house. How so? How is this? How does that work? How are you protected and guarded enough to the point where you can be out amongst the people, but yet you're telling everybody else, especially of African American descent, to stay home and stay in the house? That to me represents fear. And I thought that was something that we were overcoming. I thought that that's something that we were going to be conquering. So I don't really. And you know me, bitch. I'm going to give it to you raw. I'm going to give it to you blunt and uncut. Call me crazy. Call me whatever you want to call me. You know, you can say I'm just grabbing and reaching for shit. Well, bitch, let me reach and let me grab. And those that become more interested in what I'm talking about, let those people tune in, okay? You carry your ass on somewhere in the house and read a Bible verse and hope and pray to God that no Klansmen don't come in your yard. Some imaginary ass KKK Klansmen. Anyway, it is very perplexing for me to be here in Charlottesville, bitch, and to hear about all these gurus and all these masters and all these karate kids and all these amazing MMA fighters and all this other bullshit, bitch. Where y'all at? Y'all have not come out the woodwork. Where's the real fighters at? That's not gonna stand up for this bullshit. Where are the thugs? Where are the gangbangers? Where are the gangsters, bitch? Where are the ones that'll pull up? Where are y'all at? Because now it's time to fight. Because last time I checked, last time I went on Facebook, everybody in the neighborhood, Rose Hill, whoever this friendship court or whoever that, everybody running around getting their asses whooped by these puny ass, skinny ass, whack ass Klansmen, and ain't nobody pulling up on these dudes. Ain't nobody really shooting the ones to these dudes. Like, this story does not make any sense, like, at all. Like, I'm not trying to say that this other little dude that got his head gashed or whatever story isn't real, but bitch, all the medical facilities that I worked at, bitch, when you get stitches and or staples, bitch, they shave the area, okay? They clean the area. They don't put staples and stitches over top of cornrows, bitch, okay? So really look at and really think about what we're getting into, bitch, and what we're witnessing right now. Okay, and connect with people that are on the streets. Not everybody that's on Twitter and not all your news broadcast stations. Bitch, like, seriously, sit back and think about this, bitch, okay? It is Monday morning. You know you've witnessed what you just witnessed on TV, on the news, the riots and the protests and the rallies, bitch. Okay, bitch, it's Monday. You got to get up. You got to go to work. Your kids got to go to school. Okay, you got to go pick up a fucking prescription, bitch. You got to take your mama to surgery or dialysis, bitch. Whatever you got to do, your day still has to continue. You mean to tell me you motherfuckers is going to sit in the house and stay in the house all day? And you hardly have no money, no food, no this, no that, and you got to go get yours, and you going to stay in the house over a news report, over a whack-ass threat of some puny-ass Klansmen running around in plastic shields. Bitch, you got to be motherfucking kidding me, bitch. I've been out now for hours and nobody has pulled up on me, period. Okay? So get this fear out of your fucking heads, people. okay? It's like, I'm really to the point now where I'm just like tired of being quiet. Everybody else is running their mouth and saying the most idiotic shit and the most closed-minded shit. It's just like, but bitch, I'm not gonna look as half as bad as a lot of you other motherfuckers are looking when it comes to this situation. Like, if we would have just really stayed home and done something productive and went on about our days in a productive and positive way, bitch, none of this crazy riot bullshit would have escalated like it did. If we would have given them no attention, if we would have not given them an audience, they would have been out there downtown by themselves looking fucking stupid. You know how you bitches do a no call, no show to work? If we would have done a no call, no show on those assholes, they wouldn't have had nobody to crash into but their damn selves. That's why riots and protests don't solve any goddamn thing. We've been doing that shit for millennia and we've gotten absolutely nowhere. You literally mean to sit here and tell me you motherfuckers is in the house scared? And all you conscious people, all of you woke people that's just, boop, you just woke up overnight, bitch? You mean to tell me you don't see the trend, okay? North Carolina, Atlanta, Seattle, fucking Washington, just yesterday, Charlottesville, Richmond, bitch, and it's gonna be in fucking Kentucky and West Virginia in just a few more weeks. Like, you mean to tell me you don't see the trend of this whole statue monument removal bullshit? This shit has caught like wildfire, okay? And all we can do as a culture of people is sit here and say, oh, well, my ancestors this, we disrespect this, you disrespect that. Bitch, how come we ain't thought of nothing different to do, okay? How come we ain't done no mass level boycotting or got on some shit where we team up with another indigenous group of people, team up with another ontogynous group of people to really command some shit? We have not done that. All we can do is fuss about ass shots. And if all of us were to put our pride and our motherfucking fashion sense and all this other bullshit aside and really do some mass level boycotting where we say, bitch, no more will we wear your little whack ass Jordans, okay? No more will we go to your little Banji bum ass Walmart, okay? And we start doing stuff within the community, for a community, by a community, bitch. That's when we will really start ringing some bells and letting these motherfuckers know we truly don't need you assholes. You need us. On some real shit, for real. Okay, we're not talking back in the day. We're talking right here now, 2017. When have some punk ass, puny ass, scrawny ass Klan members ever stopped you from doing anything? Okay, when has a Klan member ever stopped a lady from going to get her nails done, hair done, and to stop her from twerking later on tonight at the club? None of them, honey. Okay, what Klansman has ever stopped a dude from getting up, getting his, going to get some pussy and going to work, going buy a car, going to get a blunt and going to do all this other shit? None of them, okay? You guys need to really think about the situation and think about what's going on and step out of your fear for a moment to see. And please, yes, I would love for someone to correct me if I'm wrong. But bitch, do anybody know the real laws? Bitch, do anybody know anything of the Constitution and our rights, bitch? To try to silence a group of people just because you don't personally like what the fuck they're saying, bitch, that is discrimination at its fucking finest, okay? You mean to tell me you girls was around here really believing that they were going to not allow Klans members to stay at their hotels? You mean to tell me you girls was thinking that all of the restaurants and everything was going to be closed and they not serve Klan members, bitch? That is discrimination at its finest. And now it's a story going around saying that people are going around taking pictures of other Klansmen and their workplace is catching on to who are supposed KKK members and they're firing them from their jobs. Are you kidding me? Bitch, that is discrimination at its finest. And first off, yeah, they might have made you mad with some of the things that they said. You know, some of the things that they said might have got under your skin, but that's what baiting is. That's what race baiting is. This whole thing was done to orchestrate your ass to rise up and to meet them at a designated area, a designated location, and get your ass handed to you for both sides, okay? It don't matter what side you're on, bitch. Both sides of this whole thing are being played, and it's a bigger game. You girls with your foggers on, with your blinders on, you just don't see that right now, and that's nobody's fault, okay? It's just not your time to wake up. You still a little asleep, so that's fine. And it's absolutely no shade, okay, bitch? I've been here for almost 10 years now. When I was here, there was not a huge community of people worried about their goddamn statues. Why, for African American people and other people that search for a leader, why did it take West Bellamy to get up and go ahead and get some shit started with this statue, and then everybody just, oh yeah, that's right, we need to go ahead and get rid of this statue, girl, because it's very disrespectful. Bitch, y'all won't saying that 3 years ago. You won't saying that 4 years ago. You won't saying that 5 years ago, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10, bitch, because I was here. And that was not the news, okay? The racial tension has never been this thick. You could cut this shit with a knife, okay? And I have white friends, okay? And we talk and, bitch, we discuss things, bitch. And this shit that's in the news that's going on is absolutely false, okay? Because there were plenty of doctors and there were plenty of lawyers who got an inside email telling them not to go downtown. Hello? You're absolutely right. Because it's discrimination on both sides. Like, both sides are being played. What if a group was to rise up tomorrow, bitch, and go march on Washington and say, we want to get rid of Martin Luther King's statue? The bitch, then what we gonna do? All we're gonna do is sit back and look stupid and probably protest again because they never solve anything. Like, we need to think of different ways to overcome bullshit instead of being set up. That's essentially what happened. When a real riot pop off, when a real protest pop off, bitch, shit is instantaneous, shit is spontaneous, bitch. It's not orchestrated. Okay, you're not designated to go in one area and do this. Bitch, you are everywhere, bitch. You are chaos at its finest, okay? That's a true riot, and that's a true protest. Those pictures and shit that they were feeding you guys here in Charlottesville, bitch, those pictures was from niggas in Ferguson, okay? And you will never know who was really here because bitches was from out of town. And don't get me wrong, okay? I do know some people personally that were down there, you know, at the riot, protest, riot, bitch, whatever the fuck you want to call it, because they're calling it a plethora of things on the news. But anyway, I do know some personal people, you know what I'm saying, that were there, but they didn't get no interviews, okay? They not on the news, hello? The major key players and the major people that were interviewed were all bitches from out of town, okay? Even the psychotic ass Caucasoid Caucasian that came down here to, you know, to do his terrorist attack, bitch, he was even from Ohio, okay? So unless we truly investigate what was going on, bitch, we will really never know who did it, who they are, and where they really come from. Because half of the Charlottesvillians that I've talked to, they said they didn't go to the bullshit. They said they steered clear. They didn't want to be involved, okay? They have a higher mindset. Okay? And you know something, just being out and about and walking around, there go Whole Foods in the background, bitch. Just from being out and about and walking around town, walking in nice neighborhoods, you know, walking in urban neighborhoods or whatever the fuck you want to call them, bitch, I noticed that there's just this presence of fucking fear, okay? And it's very perplexing too, because African American people are told to stay in the house and do all of this because the Klansmen and everybody are out. But what about for all the other races of people? They just get to be out and be free and not worry about what's going on? Like, that makes no sense to me. These people are still out shopping. Everybody's still out going to work. Everybody's still out living their lives. Like, nobody is in the house consumed with fear. It makes absolutely no sense. And for all of you that are stuck in the house clenching your Bibles, you need to wake the fuck up and enjoy your day.